What's going on, fellas? Kayvon Rashad. I want to help you boys get fit physically, spiritually, and emotionally, bro. Listen, something I've been thinking about for a while, something I've been meditating on, just analyzing my past relationships, analyzing other people's relationships. You gotta flee away from this type of woman. You gotta flee away from this type of woman. And you must flee away from this woman because she is going to be the downfall of your success. She is going to be the downfall of you if you cave in and don't stand on your ground, stand on your 10 toes. Flee far away from a woman that cannot sit still in the mundane. Flee far away from a woman that cannot sit in the mundane. Reason why? Because she constantly needs to be she needs stimulation. She's like a child. She's like a fucking dog, a cat that needs stimulation all the time. Listen, I'm not saying don't treat your woman to nice things. I'm not saying don't take your woman out on dates. I believe date nights are very important, especially for long-term relationships. But that shouldn't be no every night type of thing, because then I'm gonna start thinking to myself, does this woman actually like me, or she like the things I do for her? You gotta be able to sit in the mundane. As a man, you must be able to sit in the mundane, because think about it. When you're trying to get goals, when you're trying to accomplish your goals, when you're trying to reach new heights, you're gonna have to be doing the repetitive things every single day. If I wanna lose weight, I know I need to eat in a calorie deficit. Yeah, I can get more creative, but if I wanna be consistent, if I wanna make it easier for me, I have to eat the same things every day. I can make little switches, I can make alternatives, but I still gotta stick to the script. A calorie deficit is a calorie deficit at the end of the day, and I gotta repeat that. So, relationships, man, listen, you can't, if your woman is a woman that needs to always be out, she always reassurance, listen, you definitely want to reassure your woman. You need to understand your woman's love languages, and I'm gonna do a video on that, understanding the 5 love languages. I've done a video on it, but I'm gonna do an updated video because I'm more equipped with the information now. But you need to understand that, like, a woman, if she has to always be out on the scene, you have to always take her on dates. You need to always reassure her. Like, every single day, you need to reassure her. You need to stay away from her, because at the end of the day, a person's happiness, you are responsible for your own happiness. You're not responsible for her happiness. If she is not a woman that's happy before she got with you, she is not going to be happy in your relationship, because she's going to constantly be looking at outside factors to make sure your relationship goes well, to make sure she's happy. If she is not happy before y'all more get into it, if your woman is not happy before y'all get in a relationship, you need to let her go, because she's never going to be happy. She's never going to be satisfied. She's never going to be fulfilled. And you will always be in a deficit. You will always lose. You will always be in a losing seat. It's going to always be a lose-lose situation, because the moment you say, hey baby, I don't want to do that tonight, it's going to be a problem. Now you don't love her no more. Now you don't like her. Now you're doing the bare minimum, when you done way more than every other nigga in her life has done for her. You must find a woman that can sit in the mundane. Like I said, fellas, there's going to be times where you have to really lock in your goal. This is why it's very important to get you a woman that's aligned with your goals, aligned with your future. You need to get you a woman that's aligned with your future. Because you don't get a woman that's aligned with your future, you're not going to make it to your future. You're going to be in a loss. You're going to be still. You're going to set yourself back months, years. You're going to set yourself back. Choosing a woman that needs to be stimulated all the time is going to fuck you over in the long run. You're going to lose out on so much money, because she's going to be complaining about, oh, you don't spend too much time with her. So now you're spending money when you could have spent that money on investing, right, in your business. Which, when you make that investment yourself, you're going to get a return on that investment, which you can be able to do for her. But this is why you got to choose a woman that really, really likes you. Because you don't choose a woman that really, really likes you, no matter what you tell her, it can be the most logical thing ever. If she don't like you like that, she gonna find reasons to not be happy. You gotta flee far away from a woman that cannot sit in the mundane. There's gonna be seasons where you gotta just be locked in. I'm in a season of my life where I'm just super locked in. So the woman that's in my life, she gotta understand that. And listen, I don't expect her to stay. I don't expect her to be down with that. But if she isn't down with that, I'm gonna do myself and herself, do her a favor, and just let her go, let her do her thing. But if she is rocking with that, all I need is her. I don't need her to believe in the dream. I just need her to support me. But see, you gotta find a woman that really likes you. You need to find a woman that really, really likes you. A lot of us men have been with women that didn't really like us like that. We weren't her first choice. It sucks when you find out you ain't a woman's first choice. And it shows in her actions you're not her first choice, bro. It shows in her actions you're not her first choice, bro. But when you wake up to and internalize this game, you know, this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, you really internalize this shit, man, it's gonna change your life forever. And it's gonna be the best thing that ever happened. But you can't be the woman that can't sit in the mundane, because think about it. You're gonna have a goal. You might wanna save up money to buy a house, buy a condo, start doing real estate, you know, invest in your business. But she wants to do other things. She wants to be able to travel all the time. She wants to be able to do all these expensive ass dinner dates and shit all the time. Guess what's gonna happen? When you don't fulfill those things, when you can't fulfill those things because you got a goal and you locked in, guess what happens? She start resenting you, right? Or think about it from this point of view. Let's say you start doing everything she wants you to do. You start compromising. Guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna resent her, because it's gonna get to a point where she ain't grateful for it. She think this is just, you just supposed to, as you should. You know how the whole say as you should. Like, think about this. You're doing some shit that most niggas have never done for this woman's life, and she tells you as you should. If the other niggas wasn't doing that, so why is it as you should with me? Excuse my language, guys. I'm really trying to clean up my words when I'm making these videos. But I'm just super passionate about this, man. I'm just really passionate. I'm really passionate about helping men. You know what I'm saying? Really level up, really wake up to their value, wake up to their worth. You know, it's not fun when you don't know your worth, bro. When you don't know your worth, you're getting messed over every single day, and you don't even realize it. You gotta act as if. You gotta treat yourself. You gotta act like a king, but you gotta treat yourself like a king. You gotta give yourself evidence. You gotta put the work in to feel like that. You know what I'm saying? But fellas, you gotta flee far away from a woman that cannot sit in the mundane, because you're gonna be in a downfall. You're not gonna get to your goals. You're gonna always be drained mentally, spiritually, emotionally, shit, maybe even physically, because you're trying to work. You're working super hard, and you're doing too much, putting a lot of stress on your body. But fellas, stay far, 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 far away from a woman that can't sit in the mundane, that always needs stimulation. Don't forget to like this video, guys. Make sure you comment, subscribe. Holla back at your boy. Deuces.